Wonderful. Well, welcome to the World Storytelling Cafe. And normally we do our live sets at 6 o'clock in the evening, UK time. But I really didn't want to get Jeeva up in the middle of her night to perform for us and tell her stories for us. So,
think China suffered a loss of life in the dark.
Yeah, there would be a problem there as well. So it gives me enormous pleasure, live and direct from across the oceans. And we're on our virtual carpet, and we cross continents, and we're going to land somewhere on the Indian subcontinent, and I'm not sure where. And I will be told, Jeeva, like Newta. And I got it wrong, and I've been practicing. Hey, oh dear, the embarrassment of as we go, guru. I mean, I remember the lesson you gave me. But without further ado, and with enormous pleasure, can we welcome Jeeva?
Here comes the storyteller to tell you all stories from India. That's right. Hello, everybody. My name is Jeeva Raghunath. I come all the way down south of India from the capital city, Chennai, of my state, Tamil Nadu. I'm so happy to be here. I really thank World Storytelling Cafe to have me here this afternoon for you and this evening for me. I'm going to share some stories that are very close to my heart that I've enjoyed sharing around the world. Some of them would have already heard it. They'd say, oh, Jeeva's telling the same story again and again. But do I care? No, I just love it, and I'm going to share it with you. I'm going to take you to a kingdom far away. Now, in this kingdom, there lived a king. And this king, for some reason, wasn't very worried about how the kingdom worked. All that he wanted was to listen to some music and some dance. So every day, he had dancers from different parts of the world come and perform for him. And one such day, one morning, what happened was, the king was sitting in his darbar, stroking his beard in his court. Ready for a dance. And then the dancers came in and they started dancing. Takita tarikita takita tarikita takita tarikita ta. Takita 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 ta. Deep takita deep takita deep takita ta. Deep takita deep takita deep takita ta. Takita 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 ta takita 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 ta takita ta takita ta takita 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 ta. And as they were dancing and twirling and dancing, the king was he was enjoying it. And all of a sudden, the chief minister came running in and said, Maharaj, Maharaj, Maharaj. The Maharaj said, what is it? He said, Maharaj, Gandharva Sen is dead. What? Yes, Maharaj. Yes, king. Gandharva Sen is dead. No, I can't believe. My heart bleeds to hear the news that Gandharva Sen is dead. Stop everything. Now, the kingdom shall mourn for 30 full days for the departed soul of Gandharva Sen. And so saying, he walked briskly to his chamber. As he walked inside, the queen was surprised to see him there because he never comes, he's all the time with the dancers and the singers. And when she saw, she was delighted and she said, Anything special? Back so soon? The king looked and said, no. Huh? What is the problem? She was worried. And she asked him, "What? Oh, oh, Maharaj, oh, king, huh? What's your problem? You look very troubled." Yes, Gandharva Sen is dead. That was it. She started crying. She ran to her chamber, crying aloud, wailing and crying aloud, and she ran. And all the maids in waiting there, wondering, they were shocked. They said, "What happened? Oh, she's crying. Something is wrong. Something is wrong." And on that day, there was one maid. She had actually replaced her mother. So kind of a teenager. And she was a very impulsive little girl. And so she asked the senior maid, "Didi, sister, what's the problem? Why is she crying? Huh? Yawa, what happened?" And the maid said, "Shh, you don't speak like that. To the Maharani, to the queen, you never ask questions. Got it?" She said, "Oh, I want to know. Why? Why are you afraid? I want to know." She being a little girl, she wanted to know. And of course, you know something? The senior maids also wanted to know, but nobody dared ask. So they prodded her and said, okay. If you want, you may ask her. We won't ask." And they smiled on the sly. Now the little girl went. She sat by the feet of the queen and she said, Maharani, what happened? Why are you so sad? What's your problem? Huh? It's okay, you can tell me. Please, don't cry." Gandharva Sen is dead. Who is dead? Gandharva Sen. Who is Gandharva Sen, Maharani? I don't know. Hearing this, the little girl couldn't contain her laughter. She said, and she said, she put a serious face and said, "You don't know. Then why are you crying?" And the Maharani said, you know, my Raja is very upset. And because he is upset, he told me, and I'm feeling sad. Okay, Maharani. All right. I understand. You know what you should do? You must go and ask the Maharaja who Gandharva Sen is. Okay. If you ask him who Gandharva Sen is, then he will tell you. Then you go and pay respects. Okay. All right. Good idea. Go, Maharani. You're a nice Maharani, right? So the Maharani, of course, wiped her tears and she got kind of made everything all right. And she slowly walked into the chamber and she said, Maharaj, Maharaj, of course, the king was stroking his beard and his moustache, looking out of the window, feeling rather serious and looking at me. And when he heard Maharaj, what? What is it? Maharaj, I understand you are very upset, but you need to tell who this great Gandharva Sen is. We need to go and pay respects. Please, Maharaj. And the Maharaj said, Gandharva Sen. Yes, that's what I asked. Gandharva Sen. I don't know. Huh? You don't know. Then why are you upset? Oh, well, the chief minister told me, and I don't know who this Gandharva is, but I didn't want to look a fool. So I declared a month's mourning. and came away to my chamber. Yes. Please ask the chief minister. We must know who this great person is. All right, all right. And so saying, he asked the guards to bring in the chief minister. The chief minister came in and said, Maharaj, pranam, Maharaj, pranam. Yes, you told me Gandharva Sen is dead. Who is Gandharva Sen? Maharaj, Maharaj, you told me Gandharva Sen is dead. I don't know who Gandharva Sen is. What? Then why did you tell me? Because the chief of the army told me, Maharaj. Because the army chief told me, I told you, Maharaj. Sorry. It's all right. Check with the chief of the army who Gandharva Sen is. At once, the chief minister ran as fast as he could. And out in the grounds, the army chief with his soldiers were all marching. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And from there, the chief minister called out, Chief, Chief. He said, all right. He said, all right. He said, all right, relax. And so saying, he came running. Hop, 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 hop. He said, yes, sir. What can I do for you, sir? At once, the chief minister said, can you tell me who this Gandharva Sen is? The king, Maharaja, wants to know. Gandharva Sen, sir. I don't know, sir. What? You don't know? Why did you tell me then? My soldier was late, sir. He told me, sir. Ask that soldier. And at once, the chief of the army looked around. And of course, the soldiers were relaxing, having their cup of chai and smoking their beedies. Smoking his beedi. And he said, hey, you, come here. The soldier came running. What? Yes, sir. What is it, sir? What can I do for you, sir? He said, hey, the king wants to know, who is Gandharva Sen? I don't know, sir. You don't know? No, sir. Then why did you tell me? I told you because my wife told me. My wife was late, so I was late. That is why, sir, I told you Gandharva Sen is dead. At once, the chief of the army said, go at once and ask your wife. And off he ran to his house. And of course, his wife was busy sweeping the floor, singing her favorite song. Tannanani, 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 tannanani. He called out, Lashmi, Lashmi, Lashmi. He said, huh? What Lashmi, Lashmi, Lashmi? Just now you went to work. Why are you calling me now? What is your problem? Lakshmi, this morning you told me that Gandharva Sen is dead. Huh? Gandharva Sen is dead? So what? Well, the king wants to know, who is this Gandharva Sen? I don't know. Then why did you tell me? We are in trouble. Wait. I will ask my sister, who I met by the riverside. Come with me. They both went to the riverside. When they went there, she was busy washing clothes. She called out, Didi, Didi, sister. And of course, the sister looked and said, huh? What is it? What do you want? Didi, sister. Morning you told me Gandharva Sen is dead. Who is he? The king wants to know. You want to know who Gandharva Sen is? Do you want to know? You want to know? Yes, Didi, I know you're very upset. Please, Didi, we are in trouble. Please tell. Gandharva Sen is my donkey. Well, the news reached the king, and the king felt so stupid. For the first time in the history of the world, I think, there was a national mourning for 30 days for the death of a donkey. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes. This is a story that's inspired by A.K. Ramanujan's Gandharva Sen from his book, Collection of Folk Tales. I just love it. And it's so funny to think of a king who really doesn't care about what's happening. So it was, yeah. So somehow it's very close to my heart, this story. And I love telling the story in all platforms. Wherever I've traveled, I've shared this story and people generally like it. But of course, it being a Indian tale, there's a lot of this Indian flavors. I just love this story. So now we are moving on to our next story. Gum gum tananana yakiti yakiti yak gum gum tananana yakiti gum gum tananana yakiti yakiti yak gum gum tananana yakiti. Now remember these lines very carefully. Remember the rhythm very carefully. In the story, when I ask you to use it, you should use it. I know. It's all virtual. You're somewhere and I'm somewhere. That doesn't matter. I can still believe that I can hear you. So you got to do that. What? You want me to do it one more time? You want to learn it with me? Good idea. Let's do it again. Gum gum tananana. Got it. Gum gum tananana. Yakiti yakiti yak. Yakiti yakiti yak. Yak.
Yakity, yakity, yak.
Gum gum tananana.
Gum gum tananana.
Yakati.
Yakety.
Brilliant. You got it. Brilliant. Lovely. All right. Now in a small village lived Muttamma and her husband Muttu. Now, you know, the custom in many of the Tamil Nadu families, particularly in the villages, that on Sundays, they make a real good kind of a feast, a non-vegetarian feast with fish and chicken and mutton and all kinds of things. It's really a large meal that they have. And for some reasons, the men would love to have an oil bath. We call it the bath. We don't call it the shower. It's a bath for us. So they'll apply oil all over the body. They'll massage it, you know. Maybe that's why the Indian men look a little polished. Secret of that, maybe. So they love that. So one day, it was one Sunday, and Muttamma poured in the oil into her palm and she put it on her husband's head. All this happens in the outdoor. Of course, he wears something at the bottom. Huh? He's not nude. So he wears a little cloth at the bottom, a little loin cloth, and then she goes tapping his head. Takita tarikita takita tarikita takita tarikita ta. Takita 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 ta. Takita 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 ta. Dum tataka dum tataka dum tataka ta. Dum tataka dum tataka dum tataka ta. Tang 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 haya tang 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 tang. Tang 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 haya tang 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 tang. Hai 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 tang 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 tang. Tang 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 haya tang 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 tang. Oi ah 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 every part is so well oiled and massaged, and he was enjoying it. This is what is called bliss of a married man. Now he has to sit for a while, soak in that nice, warm, gingerly oil. And she ran inside to make her chicken curry. And there she was, getting the chicken ready. முட்டைக்குள்ள இருக்கும்போது என்னதான் சொல்லுச்சான் கோழி குஞ்சு நான் ஃப்ரிட்ஜுக்குள்ளே இருக்கேன் என்றுதான் சொல்லிச்சான் கோழி குஞ்சி. முட்டை விட்டு வெளியே வந்து என்னதான் சொல்லிச்சான் கோழி குஞ்சி. நான் மெட்ராஸ் சுத்தி பார்க்க போறேன் என்றுதான் சொல்லிச்சான் கோழி குஞ்சி. ரெக்கைய பிக்கும்போது என்னதான் சொல்லிச்சான் கோழி குஞ்சி. நான் ஹேர் கட் பண்ணிக்கிறேன் என்றுதான் சொல்லிச்சான் கோழி குஞ்சி. மசாலா தடவும் போது என்னதான் சொல்லிச்சான் கோழி குஞ்சி. மசாலா தடவும் போது என்னதான் சொல்லிச்சான் கோழி குஞ்சி. நான் மேக்கப் பண்ணிக்கிறேன் என்றுதான் சொல்லிச்சான் கோழி குஞ்சி. எண்ணெயில போட்டு பொரிக்கும் போது என்னதான் சொல்லிச்சான் கோழி குஞ்சு. நான் ஆயில் பாத்தி எடுத்துக்கிறேன் என்றுதான் சொல்லிச்சான் கோழி குஞ்சி. வாயில போட்டு தின்னும் போது என்னதான் சொல்லிச்சான் கோழி குஞ்சு. நான் பிக்கினிக்கு போகிறேன் என்றுதான் சொல்லிச்சான் கோழி குஞ்சி. தன்னே நானே நன்ன தன்னே நானே நன்ன தான. What exactly the song means is that when the chick is inside the egg, what does it do? It says, I'm in the fridge. I'm in the refrigerator, nice and cool. When he comes out, he says, I'm going to explore the world. And when his feathers are plucked, he says, I'm having a haircut. And when they smear him, when they marinate him with all the masalas, he says, I'm having my makeup done. And then when he's fried, he says, I'm having an oil massage. Whoa, whoa. And then he's eaten, he says, I'm going for a picnic. But it's just that he never returns after the picnic. It's so positive. This little chick, no matter what happens, he's still so cheerful. Lovely, right? So as she sang the song, she prepared this spicy chicken curry. It was so good. This man had a nice bath, drew water from the well and poured it, and he had such a lovely bath. And he came inside for his lunch, and right in front of him was his green banana leaf. The smell, the fresh smell of the banana leaf was so good. And then on the leaf, she served fresh steamed rice. I know you all want to eat it. End of this telling, I will give you the recipe. You can try it. Indian chicken curry. So she added the rice and she added a bit of clarified butter. We call it ghee. She added that and he just mixed it up. Here's something. No fun eating with fork and spoon. Come on. Indian food with your little fingers. Oh, the way you mix it and the way you make it into balls and put it in your mouth, pop it in your mouth and go. Sometimes, we don't want to eat very stylishly. Not like that. Sometimes we do all that. We just love our food, right? At least I love it. And so, but not that we're not civilized. It's just that we enjoy the food that way. So she served the chicken curry and then he started eating it. Oh, Muttama, you're the best chicken curry maker. He loved her for that. She felt shy and said, she felt so shy. Nothing like the husband complimenting the wife, right? So he ate. He had a stomach full. Of course, he made all the noises possible, chewing all the bones of the chicken. Kadak, 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 morak, 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 kadak, kadak. He went to the backyard to wash his hands and what did he pick up? A feather from his stomach. He said, Muttama! He called. Muttama said, what happened? What happened? Why are you screaming? Look at this. A feather. Huh? It's only a feather. Why are you making such a fuss? Don't you realize you haven't cleaned the chicken well? And there's a chicken feather. What could have happened if it choked me? I can't even imagine what could have happened. Okay, now don't have your drama. Stop it. And don't go tell everybody what happened. All right? And so saying, he went inside. But now, Muttama's neighbor, she was a little nosy. she happened to hear her husband say, Muttama's husband say, now don't tell this to anybody. She said, that must be a heavenly secret. I must know it. So after work, Muttama came to the backyard to wash her pots and pans. And her neighbor called out, Muttama, hello sister, how are you? I'm okay, Ka. I'm all right. Huh? Your mouth is saying all right, but your heart is not saying all right, all right. What is your problem? Nothing, Akka. I'm okay. Come on. You keep calling me Akka, Akka, sister, sister, but you're not telling me. If you really feel I'm your sister, you should share all your sorrows with me. Okay? Okay, Akka. Let me tell you. I made chicken curry today. Yeah, I could get that smell in my kitchen. Must have tasted so good. So what happened? My husband ate and he coughed and coughed. Did he get corona? No, Akka, not corona. Stop it. You don't say that. He coughed and from his mouth came 5 feathers. Huh? Yes, Akka, 5 feathers. Oh, it's just like, oh my goodness, okay? Oh, is he all right? Yes, Akka. He's gone to sleep. Hope by evening he becomes all right. Akka, don't tell anybody. Please, I pray you don't tell anybody. I won't tell anybody. Don't worry. I keep it to my heart. I keep it to my heart, okay? Don't worry. I'm not going to tell anybody. But did she keep quiet? No, she didn't. She ran as fast as she could inside the house. And her husband was fast asleep. That was it. She shook him up. She said, husband, wake up. Wake up. I have something important to tell you. What is so important? What do you want? Why did you wake me up? You know, Uttama's husband. What's wrong with him? He coughed. Corona! Quiet, don't make noise. Not corona. He coughed and half a chicken wing came out from his mouth. The neighbor's husband had a good laugh and he said, half a chicken wing. And of course, do you think the neighbor kept quiet? You men never believe what women tell. I saw it with my own eyes. Half a chicken wing came out with the feathers. Okay, all right. I believe you. Now that his sleep was gone, he decided to go for a walk. He went out and he said, world is so bad. It's going to come to an end. Don't know. There's already the pandemic happening and there's so many other things happening. And a friend of his came that side. Hello, brother. How are you, brother? Okay. What, brother? Why are you saying okay, but not okay? What is your problem? Let me tell you something. What? You know, my neighbor, that Muthu guy, Muttama's husband. Today he coughed and half a chicken came out of his mouth. Stop it! I saw it with my own eyes, half a chicken running out. You know that? You all want to believe, don't believe. Go. Why are you asking me? Okay, brother. Now don't go tell this to anybody, okay? And off he went. Do you think he stopped? No. He chose the right person, his wife. and said, hey, I got something interesting to tell you. Your friend Muthamma. What is it? What is it? Tell me. I want to know. What is it? What is it? She was also very curious. He wanted to know what was happening. And he said, you know what? Her husband, Muttu, today coughed after eating a meal. And you know what happened? One full chicken came out of his mouth. And everybody saw it. Muthamma, Muttu, her neighbor's husband, and even I saw it with my own eyes. It was hilarious. That was it. Did it stop there? No. Kum kum tananana yakiti yakiti yak. Kum kum tananana yakiti. Kum kum tananana yakiti yakiti. Kum kum tananana yakiti. Gum gum tanana yakati yakati ya gum gum tanana yakati gum gum tanana yakati yakati ya gum gum tanana yakati gum tanana yakati yakati gum gum tanana yakati gum gum tanana yakati yakati gum gum tanana yakati gum gum tanana yakati yakati ya gum gum tanana yakati gum gum tanana yakati yakati ya gum gum tanana yakati gum gum tanana yakati yakati ya gum gum tanana yakati gum gum tanana yakati ya gum gum tanana yakati gum yakati yakati ya gum gum tanana yakati gum gum tanana yakati yakati ya gum gum tanana yakati gum gum tanana yakati yakati ya gum gum tanana yakati gum gum tanana yakati yakati ya gum gum tanana yakati gum gum tanana yakati yakati ya gum gum tanana yakati gum gum tanana yakati yakati ya gum gum tanana yakati gum gum tanana yakati yakati ya gum gum tanana. The rumor spread and spread and spread and spread. Evening, Muthu woke up. He screamed because right outside the window, he saw a long queue of people waiting outside his home. He said, Muthamma! House. What have you done? What's wrong with you? Stop it, just tell me. I can't take it anymore. You know, people are waiting to see what all are coming out of your mouth. What? From my mouth? It was just a feather. Well, I didn't do anything. I know what you would have done. And so saying, he called her, pulled her aside, and left through the back door of a house, saying, well, let's come back when this rumor has been replaced by another. Kum kum tanana yakiti yakiti yak. Kum kum tanana yakiti. Kum kum tanana yakiti. Kum kum tanana. Thank you very much. Now, this story I heard, or rather I read from Kathy Spagnoli's book, Jasmine and Coconuts. Of course, this is my version. I'm sure if she hears it, she's going to say, that's not how I wrote it, but I like it. I hope so. Right. Now, from talking about A.K. Ramanujam and Kathy Spagnoli, who were all great storytellers, I'm going to talk about another author. Oh, she's world famous. She's such a brilliant author and a wonderful storyteller. You're right. It's Jeeva Raghunath. Me. All right. Now I'm going to share a story that I wrote for Tulika Publishers. It's called The Grandma's Beat. Well, this story came about because my mother used to chew betel leaves. Of course, she had very strong teeth because of the lime that she ate along with it. So she had strong teeth till the end. She never had broken teeth. But then, I was fascinated in a movie when I saw how the old people generally use a mortar and pestle to crush the betel leaves, the betel nut, and the lime, and they start chewing it. sometimes with tobacco as well. And I just thought, when I thought of Mama, and I said, Mommy, I've only seen you with that, and I think I need to do the story. And this is a story about how we eat betel leaves in our culture, right? And so this is a story that I wrote. So I just feel that I want to share it. When I share it, I feel that my Mama is coming to all your houses. Yes. Okay. All right. Now for the story. In a small village, there was an old lady and an old man. Of course, husband and wife. Now the old lady had no teeth. But she was so fond of betel leaves. She loved betel leaves, but she had no teeth. She has to chew it. So she took a mortar and a pestle. She threw in her betel leaves. She threw in her betel nut and her lime. And she went about tuck, 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 tuck. It'd be nice if you can all join in doing this. Yes, it's all right. I don't have to hear it. I can hear it from here. I know your hearts are telling this, and I can feel it in my heart. And we're going to do this, right? Here we go. Tuck, 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 tuck. Tarak, 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 tarak. Hala, bakit? Achikamuchika, 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 achikamuchika. So she went on doing this from day and night. Now this went on and on and on. Grandpa couldn't take it. He said, ay, 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 ay. My wife from morning to evening, evening to morning, she goes, tuck, 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 tuck. I'm tired. What do? I need to stop this. Well, in that village was this teacher Vela. He was the wisest over there. And he was always asked to help in whatever matters that be. So he said, I will ask Teacher Vela. And he came out and called out, Teacher Vela, Teacher Vela. Of course, Teacher Vela, I told you, is a hero of this village. So we need to give him a grand entry. All right, are we ready? Yes, Grandpa, what is it? What do you want? Ay, 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 ay. My wife, from morning to evening, evening to morning, she goes, tuck, 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 tarak, 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 alabak, achikamuchika, 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 achikamuchika. He keeps doing that. My ears are hurting. Do something to stop that. Teacher Vela looked and said, all right. Very simple. Do you have a cow? Of course, yes. I am the richest landlord and I do have a cow. Bring her and tie her inside the house. I thought you were very wise, teacher. You want me to put that cow into my house? Old man, Grandpa, do as I tell you. He had no choice and he brought in the cow. Come on, and tied it up in the grill of the window. Now the cow looked around. She has never been inside a house. And she started, mbong, mbong. And the old lady continued, tuck, 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 tarak, 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 alabak, achikamuchika, 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 achikamuchika. Screamed Grandpa. He ran out again and he said, Teacher Vela. Teacher Vela said, what, Grandpa? What again? My wife is going tuck, tuck, and the cow is going ma. What do I do? Double noise. I can't take it. All right. Let me tell you something. Do you have a donkey? Of course, yes. I am the richest landlord. I have a donkey in my farm. Bring him inside. What? Do as I tell you. And there inside he brought. Now, the donkey looked around. And he went, And the cow went, moo, moo, moo. And the old lady went, tuck, 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 tarak, 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 alabak, achikumuchika, 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 achikumuchika. Teacher Vela! Oh, my ears are bleeding. Oh, that's simple. Bring in a horse. Do you have a horse? Of course, I'm the richest landlord. Bring him inside. And so he brought the donkey inside. Now, the horse looked around. And he went. And the donkey. The cow. Moo. And the old lady. Tuck, 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 tarak, 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 alabak, achikumuchika, 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 achikumuchika. Go. Teacher Bella. Grandpa, I'm right here. What's your problem? The horse, the donkey, the cow, and my wife. Oh, all right, all right, all right. No, 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 don't worry, don't worry. No more animals, no more animals. I have a good idea. Send them back to the farm. Really? Yeah, send them. See for yourself. That's what he did. He sent the horse first. Then went the donkey, then the cow. Moo. And then, don't be so mean. We can't send his wife out. After all, she's his wife and been living there for more than 60 long years. She's not going to go out. Yeah. She's about almost 80 now. Yes. And so she stayed. But when the old man came inside, this is what he heard. Tuck, 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 tarak, 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 alabak, achikumuchik, 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 achik, achikumuchik, 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 achik. Grandpa smiled. Never realized my wife's beat is the best beat. He just leaned on his easy chair and was soon fast asleep. And the old lady continued, tuck, 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 and that's the lovely story of Grandma's Eat, very close to my heart, and I'm happy to have shared here at the World Storytelling Cafe. Thank you, World Storytelling Cafe, for giving me this opportunity. I just enjoyed this evening. I'm afraid I couldn't see all of you, but I just hope you will take these stories with you and share it however you want with all your family. Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you
Jeeva,
so much.
that was wonderful. Now,
Thank you, Jeeva.
now the set,
It's amazing. Amazing.
The set.
That was
Please all congratulate. Please all congratulate.
Yeah, amazing.
How wonderful she is. But I just want to share with you first that the Jeeva set will stay up, and so people can. So all those people who didn't manage to see it, you can spread the story just like the feather. You can say. Saw a fantastic storyteller, Jeeva Raghunath, and you've got to see it. So and the story will spread and spread and spread. We don't know how far, but there may be a long line on your internet outside. So please do that. And also before you go away, if you go back to the site, if you're on Zoom, go back to the site, and if you want to drop you know, because wherever we are in the world, performers aren't earning at the moment. So if you want to tip Jeeva, you know, that way, all our storytellers all around the world can eat, which is that would be fantastic as well. So,
but
and if anyone has got any questions, because it might take it might take me a while to get back across the ocean. So. If anyone's got anything they want to say to Jeeva, please do.
Thank you. I can see my Thambi, my little brother, Craig Jenkins. I can see him there on screen. Thank you. Love you for being here and supporting me, Craig. I see Ambuja also, my little daughter. Yes, I can see her also. Thank you, Ambu, for supporting. And of course, there are many with just blank. I don't see any pictures, but never mind. You're all my kith and kin now. And as I would like to say that, of course, John was generous in saying, do tip, but I strongly believe that this tip has to go to the Federation of Asian Storytellers. This is a federation that we have for our Asian storytellers. And I just thought it'll be nice if I can donate that little tip to the society, to the, to our little organization, so that all of us can benefit, just not me. Many tellers from around the world can use that money for one thing or the other, even if it's going to be small, it doesn't matter. And thank you so much for staying with me. I know it's kind of post-lunch, a little sleepy for all of you, but if you're you said, what is this? Why are they having it at 2 o'clock when it's my sleeping time? But, I think, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, any quick questions? I won't be more than happy to answer. Yes? Questions?
Norman, you've always got a question.
Yeah, Norman.
Well, I've got a comment, Jeeva. I was in on the 24-hour session, and I got myself up late at night to hear you tell stories, but the connection wasn't good, and so the internet has made it good. I got to hear the story of the grandmother, and so thank you very much for that. Now, you adapted that from whom? From somebody else?
No, that's actually an inspiration from Margaret Reed MacDonald's creaky chair, and right. I also read different variants of the the noisy house. So it's all inspiration from all of that. And of course, I was asked to do a sound story, and immediately this came to my head because, like I told you, it's close to my heart because my mother eats betel leaves, and it's so close. Betel leaves is something, it's got a lot of cultural relevance in India. Anything auspicious, we always offer. It's like, the mouth turns red and we feel that we become blood related when we chew the pan. That's kind of bonding we have when we chew a pan. And there are different connotations to it. Very close to me. And there was a movie where there's this old lady with no teeth who's pounding this. So that again hits me. And I said, I got to use that and for my mother. And that's how this story came about.
It was beautifully done.
Thanks. Yeah. And before it was, it was published, I did it at the Thailand Storytelling Festival. And that's what Margaret said. She said, Jeeva, you've made it so culturally relevant. Margaret Reed MacDonald. She said, you've made it so culturally relevant. And I think it's very important because some way or the other, you don't have to be kind of stoked in culture. Even little things that are culturally inclined gives a little bit of taste of everything, That's why I do the chicken curry, the fish curry, a little bit of all those things, throw in a little bit of Indian rhythms, just to get the taste of it. It's just that, yeah. Thanks, Norman. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Anything else?
I have a question.
Jeeva.
Yeah. Yes.
Lucy speaking. I'm wondering, how did you first start learning to tell stories? Were you
Okay.
a child, or was it later on in life?
I can't see you though.
Yeah, no,
Was it?
I've just got a few pets around that I hear.
Ah, okay, no worries, no worries.
Yes.
Okay.
You can see her.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. It's very interesting because let me get your name, Lucy. Okay.
Lucy.
I grew up listening to stories. My grandmother, my mother, my grandfather, my uncles, aunts, my brothers, sisters, all told stories. So actually, I grew up listening. You know, one thing about, at least in my house, it was not bedtime stories. It was more of mealtime stories. So my grandmother would take a big cauldron, put in the rice, the curry, the vegetables, mix it up, and we will sit in a circle. And then she would make it into little rice balls and give it to us in the palm and start eating it. And she'll start telling the story. And she was very dramatic because she's from the street theater culture. So she had a theater background. My mother was an actor. So she had her acting background from the movies, but very different kind of tellers. My grandma was, you know, like, I can't say she's like me. I should say that I'm like her, more on the humor side and, you know, very funny and her expressions. And she was a very short woman, less than 4 feet. But she was so expressive, you know, and she would eat and she would roll off and she would tell stories and you know, like at the end of the food won't be there. And so the cook has to say, can you stop telling the story? No more food. You know, that's how we swallow the food. And then quickly she'll finish the story and say, and the Raja and the Rani got married and they gave me the sari. And we were such fools, we believed it. We would touch it and say, oh, the royal sari. Maybe one tattered, oil-stained sari. But it was so true to life and we believed every word of it. So I think along with food, I think I ate stories. And when you love something, I think it comes back to you. So when people ask me, how did you become a storyteller? I say that the stories chose me.
Yeah.
The stories felt that I want you to tell me. And I think that's how I became a storyteller. And she was doing all fun stuff while my mother was kind of the touchy, very emotional kind of a storyteller. And she had these big eyes and, you know, she would do gentle stories. And while we would laugh when my grandma told stories, we would all be crying and saying, what happened after that? You know, that kind of stories. But it still touched the heart. Different kinds of stories. And it was so beautiful. So when I first started, everybody felt like, oh, too much energy. What kind of a lady is she? Oh, it's frightening. But then they came to me and said, but it's not a frightening energy. It's quite a friendly energy, they said. And I said, because I didn't know. I didn't know you could say it very subtly. You could do it very stylishly. I didn't know any of that. I just told the way I heard.
Yeah.
So it's more of an acquired skill for me. I've never been taught, though I've got a lot of inputs. I wouldn't say mentor because I don't want them to feel that, you know, I'm just using their names as mentors. I would definitely give my entire credit to Diane Fallard, to Dr. Margaret Reed MacDonald and Kathy Spagnoli. It was Kathy Spagnoli who told me that you are a natural storyteller, just go ahead. And it was fine-tuned by Diane Fallard and Margaret. Stories are like hot pies for me. It'll work magic for me. And she's the one who will always say, Jeeva, that's not how I wrote it, but I like it. Go and share the story, you know. And she's such a generous woman. And so I've been molded by not only these three. There's so many people. I mean, I can only talk about Craig and Ambuja here. I learned from all of them. Everybody teaches you one thing or the other. And I think it's been a lovely journey so far because I don't come from a very rich background. So I can't even cross borders. To think today that I've gone to 27 countries, I think it's just the passion for stories and the love for stories.
Yeah.
Because I strongly believe that I don't tell a story, I feel a story. Maybe that's why people kind of took a liking to me. I don't know how to put it. Because I don't say it for others' sake. I say it for my sake. I feel my soul is happy. I get excited when I tell. And I strongly believe that stories have soul. That's why they've lived for so long. Others would have been gone. So they have a soul. So you got to give it soul. And I feel that soulful telling will always have its place wherever it is in the world. That's how I became a storyteller. Sorry, it was a long talk.
No, that's lovely.
No,
you've
it's
got a
perfect.
wonderful energy.
And
the stories
you know,
are wonderful energy too. It's fantastic. Sorry, John, I didn't realise.
If you as you've obviously got a head and a heart full of stories, we'd love to have you back at some time. Just let us know, and you know, and thank Feast for us. You know, that wonderful organisation that introduced you to us.
Yeah.
And it's the wonderful, although it presents its own problems, it is doing stuff
Yes.
virtually.
Yeah.
Where else would you have the opportunity to perform right, just amongst these people, these few people that we have live, and I don't know how many other people are watching on other platforms. We've got 4 continents at this very moment amongst the people you're looking at.
Oh, nice.
And so how good is that? You know, we've got North Africa, North America, Asia, and Europe. I mean, it's and it's a great opportunity, and we'd love to. You know, we've had some. I never put one storyteller above another because it's just been running this, curating this has been such a phenomenal experience, but. I mean, yours sits as a classic set, so thank you very much. Could we have a big round of applause again? A massive round of applause for
Thank you.
Jeeva Raghunath.
Oh, you got my name right.
Yeah. Yeah, well, as soon as I can put me in storytelling mood and I can relax about things, it's easy.
Yeah. Thank you all. Nandri vanakkam. Let's thank you in my language. And vanakkam is goodbye.
Thank you very much, and hope to
Love
see you soon.
Of course.
Thank you.
Always.
Yeah, we will communicate.
Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks all.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Yeah.